Aisha Jumwa was born on the 28th March 1975 in the quiet coastal village of Taka Ungu in Kilifi County, Kenya. Raised in a deeply traditional and humble setting, her early life was shaped by the realities of a large polygamous household and the economic struggles that came with it. Her father, Karisa Katana, had 6 wives and a total of 28 children, making Aisha one of 27 siblings. Her mother, Sidi Kazungu, played a central role in her upbringing, nurturing her through the challenges of a childhood marked by limited resources and constant financial constraints. Growing up in such a large family meant that essentials were often stretched thin. Aisha has openly spoken about the difficulties her parents faced in providing for all their children. Despite these hardships, she began her education at Taka Ungu Primary School and later joined Ganze Secondary School. However, due to the persistent problem of school fees, her education was cut short and she dropped out in Form 2. Following cultural norms at the time, she was married off as a young girl. Although her early marriage interrupted her education, it did not extinguish her ambition. Determined to reclaim her future, Aisha eventually walked away from the union after her husband challenged her dreams of pursuing political office. To officially end the marriage under Mijikenda customary law, she returned the dowry, cows and goats, to her in-laws. She later revealed that this decision cost her her marriage but preserved her destiny. Aisha went on to raise 3 children, all of whom are now adults. Her return to education as an adult marked a major turning point. In 2011, she completed her KCSE as a private candidate at Nyali Senior School. She then began to build her academic credentials, earning a certificate in county governance from JKUAT in 2012, followed by an executive diploma in governance. Her pursuit of higher education continued, and in 2020, she graduated with a bachelor's degree in leadership and management from the International Leadership University, also known as ILU. She also stated that she enrolled for a Bachelor of Law degree at African Nazarene University. Before stepping fully into politics, Aisha worked with a construction company in Kilifi, an experience that grounded her understanding of community needs. Her political journey began in 1997 when she was elected councillor for Taka Ungu Ward, a position she held for 2 terms until 2007. During this period, she also became chairperson of Kilifi Town Council, gaining visibility as a grassroots mobilizer and vocal community leader. Her national political career took shape with Kenya's 2010 constitutional reforms. In 2013, she became the first woman representative for Kilifi County, serving in the National Assembly until 2017. She later contested and won the Malindi parliamentary seat, serving as MP from 2017 to 2022 and sitting on the Parliamentary Service Commission. After an unsuccessful run for governor in 2022, she was appointed by President William Ruto as the Cabinet Secretary for Public Service, Gender and Affirmative Action. Following the ministry's split, she briefly led the Ministry of Gender, Culture, the Arts and Heritage in 2024 before being removed during a reshuffle. In January 2025, she returned to public service as the non-executive chairperson of the Kenya Roads Board. Aisha's personal life has often drawn public scrutiny. Aside from her first marriage, she was later reported to have been in a long-term relationship with her bodyguard, Geoffrey Otieno Okuto, for around 6 years, according to court documents from 2020. Despite speculation, she has repeatedly stated that she is currently not married and is answerable to no man, although she hinted in 2023 that she might remarry in the future. During her vetting for cabinet appointment in 2022, Aisha declared a net worth of Kenya shillings 100 million. A significant portion of this, about Kenya shillings 85 million, came from 2 properties in Nairobi and Malindi, while the balance came from various business ventures. She stated that her primary income at the time was her parliamentary pension. Aisha Jumwa's career has also been marked by several legal and political controversies. The most notable was the 2019 Ganda ward shooting, in which she was charged with the murder of ODM supporter Jula Ngumbao. The Director of Public Prosecutions later dropped the case against her in December 2022, citing insufficient evidence, and she became a state witness. Her former bodyguard, who had been charged alongside her, was acquitted in May 2025. In November 2025, she faced a new investigation after allegedly assaulting a National Affirmative Action official during a funeral. She was also entangled in a major Kenya shillings 60 million property dispute involving a Kenya shillings 215 million house in Runda, arguing that the matter belonged in arbitration rather than the High Court. Her public image has often been polarizing. Admirers view her as bold, resilient, and unapologetic, a woman who carved her own path despite overwhelming odds. Critics, however, accuse her of abrasive leadership, questionable financial dealings, and distancing herself from the grassroots she once championed. Her removal from the cabinet in 2024 sparked a strong reaction among her supporters in the coast region, who felt politically sidelined. Despite the many controversies, Aisha Jumwa remains one of Kenya's most recognizable and outspoken political figures, a woman who rose from a humble coastal village to national prominence, all while navigating the complex intersections of culture, politics, and power.